Hello and welcome to GWP episode number 4. Sorry we missed the last podcast. It was a lot of stuff going on, and I did do my videos over on my channel, but yeah, I'm joined by Sniper Ace, and I'm joined by Iron Warrior 20.
Sniff.
Okay. So today we are going to be talking about the RTX 30 series. We're going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer reveal, and we're going to be talking about the Xbox Series X. Apparently, will crush an equivalently priced gaming PC. So all right, so let's go ahead and just bring this up here. So we're gonna bring this up over here. All right, so it says here that GeForce RTX 30 series graphics cards, the ultimate play, powered by Ampere and NVIDIA's second gen RTX architecture. GeForce RTX 30 series graphic cards features faster second gen racing cores, faster third gen tensor cores, and new streaming multiprocessors that together bring stunning visuals, faster frame rates, and AI acceleration for gamers and creators. So that basically sums it up all in one. So they literally okay, whatever that was. They basically they announced the new cards, right? And it was a bit of a shock. I mean, we knew when I was watching the NVIDIA stream during that time. I knew that they were going to put out these cards, and well, just the 3080. I knew they was going to do that, but I was not expecting like the other cards. You know what I'm saying, Bill?
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about when they announce these cards?
Unexpected, but hey, they do exist.
So it was the 3070, right?
And the 3090.
And the 3090. So it was 3070, 3080, and 3090. And like I didn't see TI or like Titan in there at all. So maybe that'll come.
Either they choose the Titan or just like waiting for next year to make it.
Yeah, and like it was again, it was a bit of a shock, and like he pulled it out of the oven, right? Like I'm like, what? That was insane. And like, I mean, as I scroll, you could read the article while we talk. So like it's gonna have HDMI 2.0, of course, and it's gonna have 4K at high refresh rates. Now, most gamers don't have a 4K monitor, right? Me personally, I have 3 monitors. I have a 1080, 1440p, and a 4K monitor on my right side, but I barely play on the 4K monitor. And I play on the 1440p, but it's the fact of, are gamers really going to start buying this card? But for either gaming, for frame rates, or for the 4K.
That's because how much is it? The graphics card they announced it for? Like
it's the same price as the 2080 Ti. I think it's like what, $699 or something like that. I'm pretty sure it'll tell us down.
Damn, that's a good price if that's how it is,
Yeah.
For like something like a graphics card.
So Bill, what do you think most gamers' purpose for buying this card is?
RTX, ray tracing, very much. Tracing?
I think most people will buy it for the for the frame rates. I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah. It's you, Sniper. I would just say ray tracing because this would definitely be easier for ray tracing.
I don't think most people are buying it for the ray tracing side. I think it's mostly for
like everything we have now. It's like the 280 could do just fine right now.
Yeah, but the 3080 is more powerful than the 2080 Ti.
Yeah.
But think about it. If it's playing at 4K, right? At those like at high refresh rate or high frames, right?
Okay.
What do you think it's going to do for a 1080p monitor or a 1440p monitor?
Well, it just display a lot more. That's it.
Right? So I would think that most people are buying this card for the higher frame rates, which ultimately makes sense because that's why you would want to buy a new card. Well, for me, that is to get higher frame rates. And I mean, again, Steam. No, it wasn't Steam. Was it Steam? I think it was Steam that put out a. I don't have the actual the report that they did, but they put out a report on like what gamers are playing on and what gamers are have when playing games, right? So I saw that most players, I think 1% of players had increased for a 4K monitor on what they game on. Most players are gaming on 1080p to 1440p, right? So meaning if it's such a small amount of people playing on a 4K screen, right, to playing on a 1080p and a 1440p monitor, that means most players are getting it for the, like you said, maybe it could be either ray tracing or just higher frame rates, right? That's what.
Oh yeah, for ray tracing, that's it. But
I mean, it's not just ray tracing. It's better. It has better tech than.
so if you want to future proof it, you could do that. But
I mean, then again, there's overclocking it, but that's really dangerous. But I mean, again, I believe most people are buying this card for the high refresh rates. It just makes sense. And the it's gonna support 8K gaming, right?
okay.
I'm pretty sure most households don't even have a 4K TV or even a 4K, again, 4K monitor, right? And there's also the thing of, can your eyes really see 8K, right? What is the limit of the human eye to see 8K? You know?
Yeah.
So what would be the point of getting, like, I don't think there's even an 8K monitor, right? That hasn't been invented yet. I don't think so.
I'm gonna check that really quick.
There might be. I know there's 4K monitors out now with 120 hertz.
Yes, there are 8K monitors.
There are 8K monitors.
Yeah, but not a lot.
Okay, well, I mean, it's the thing of, are you sure you want to spend that extra money for the 8K or be good with 4K? Because I believe 4K is just enough, right? It's a good amount of pixels on the screen. Because like right now I play with a 2070 Super, right? That's a pretty good. That's an affordable card. It's pretty affordable. But I want to be able to run my system at 4K because right now, right? Say we're playing Rainbow Six Siege, right?
Okay.
That's about 6,000 out of 8,000 gigabytes used up of video RAM, right?
Okay.
Now, say if I get a 3080, right? And then again, that's me just playing on 1440p. Now I want more VRAM, but then again, I could just get a whole new card, get the 3080, be able to have more access to be able to play at higher resolutions whilst having a good frame rate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think I don't know. Is it worth it to get a new? Again, they're selling it at a pretty cheap price. That's a really cheap price.
I'll say this. Current games right now, the 2080 would do fine.
But then again, it kind of
If you
struggles
want
at
to future-proof it, you can get the 3080 if you want.
Yeah, all right.
But
So listen,
I
the
was just
20.
saying the games you have now, like,
But still, if you look at if you look at the 2080 Ti, right? If you look at the 2080 Ti,
right?
Is that suffering at 4K?
I know, because I don't have it.
From what I've been hearing, is somewhat. It's not as proficient as the card is supposed to be. I mean, it's a good card. It's a really good card, but I think the 3080 is going to top it. Even the 3090, of course, is going to blow it out of the water, all of them. But should you really spend that amount of money?
I would say, if you want to future-proof it, yes. If not, then don't do it.
Okay.
The 2080 would do fine. All people want is just like to play games. So, if the game can be running good frames, good everything, then I would think there's a reason to get it besides future-proofing.
All right, Sniper, what you think of it?
The graphics card.
Yeah, do you think it's really worth it to upgrade your PC's card, your graphics card?
I feel like it can be, but I feel like they maybe should hire a little bit of the price if it's that good, though. At the same time,
I think it again, like it's really up to the player. Like what do you look for when you're playing games? Do you look for, like, if you're playing FPS, right? Like if you're playing Rainbow Six Siege, it's important to have that high frame rate. So there's no point of buying a higher, especially if you're playing in 1080p. I don't think you should go above 2080, if I'm being honest. But if you're playing at 4K and you want to have that high frame rate, it's important to get the newer cards. If you're intermediate, right? Like I think I'm intermediate. I'm playing at an intermediate system. So like I have a 2070 Super. It's still a good card, but I'm playing on 1440p. So, and if I want to, I could play on my 4K monitor. But you know, that's the big like difference there. And like you know, again, it's up to the player. It's really up to the player. I'll
move on to the next topic.
Let's stay on this for a little while. We've only been recording for like 13 minutes.
Okay.
So it says here. It says here that the GeForce RTX 30 series GPUs compact with new technologies for esports competitors, live streams, creators, and gamers alike. NVIDIA Reflex reduces system latency, providing split-second PC gaming responsiveness. NVIDIA Broadcast turns any room into a broadcast studio with AI, video, and voice comms. Updates to the NVIDIA DLSS make 8K HDR gaming a reality on the GeForce RTX 3090 graphic cards, and new NVIDIA Studio enhancements make creative applications run faster than ever before. So what do you think about that?
Let's see. With a graphics card that's really fast, that's actually pretty decently good.
Yeah.
And I like how they're now. Well, I mean, it's not like before they haven't been really catering to the creator side, right? But it seems like now they're really putting focus towards the creators, right? And that would be something cool for me to do, because I do like to stream games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like especially now they're doing NVIDIA Reflex, which again, it reduces the system latency, providing split-second PC gaming responsiveness. So then again, that's their effort to boost up those frame rates.
Yeah.
And then again, it's like zoom, when you could turn the background into like any background that you want to. And it's cool because it has the AI enhanced video and video comms. So like talking through the mic and enhanced AIs when it comes down to the video side of it. So and DLSS is a great thing. I mean, except I tried it on control. It didn't really work out for me on control. But it's basically AI controlled. Help me out here, Bill. AI controlled.
I got nothing.
It helps out with I mean, you could click it right. DLS Max. Oh yeah. So it's AI powered frames. It helps with your resolution. The AI picks it, but I haven't really looked that much into it. But so yeah, it helps it run faster than ever before. And if you guys want to, you could go to this video here. So these are the essentials specs starting on September 17th. The CUDA cards for the 3090 is 10,496. The VRAM is 24 gigabytes GDDR6X. The price is $1,499, and the release date is September 24th. And like you can kind of see the trickle down, right? The trickle down from each card. The cheapest one is the 3070 at $499. Right? That's about the cost of a PS. It's rumored that the PS5 will be around $500. We could talk about that next episode, but it's these cards can be affordable. They're very affordable, especially the 3080. For me, right? Instead of buying a PS5, I could buy a 3070. But then again, it's the cost of upgrading everything else in your PC.
Yeah.
There's full specs here, but yeah, for you guys out there, you could take a quick look at this here. They're also comparing the 30 series specs. But alright, let's go back. And like the airflow looks very it's a very interesting design to it. It's a beautiful card overall, but it still has that a very intricate design to it. And especially the controlled air that's going through the chassis and out, in and out of the chassis. And,
but dude, real question is, can you run Minecraft with ray tracing?
Yes. Yes, you can. You can ray trace Minecraft.
Can I ray trace Roblox?
Stop. Just not. So like this is a
even better. Can I ray trace the dinosaur game when my Wi-Fi went out?
So now Ampere is another thing for the multi-processors. It's the new processor from NVIDIA. It's in the different ray tracing cores, and it has the world's fastest graphics memory. Right?
Damn.
That's new. That's good. That's important. All right. So it does have HDMI 2.1 support. And they release what they had this monitor right here. It has the reflex technology in it, but like I forgot what hertz they said it was. Isn't it like 200 something hertz?
I think
it was like 200. It was like 260 hertz on it. Oh yeah, and DLSS will have this. It will turn the a lower resolution into like a higher resolution, so 1080p to like 4K and such, and so forth. and it's just more of a look on different like changes. Oh, they have this here. Oh wow, okay. Voltage, power, and temperature target. Huh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And the 30 series will be bundled with Watch Dogs Legion. So yeah, that could be that for that right there. So yeah, I really overall, what are your thoughts on these new cards?
I'm like, that's just damn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good that they're hella fast though as well. It's like I think that's pretty good for graphics cards like those. It's just like if they're really good graphics cards, they should increase the price a bit. I feel like for them since they're really good. Because if they make it like $6.99, that's like goddamn. Because I feel like
You could buy a whole new iPhone.
I know, like a whole new iPhone, like
So,
1,000. Like I'll continue.
no, you do that.
Yeah, because like I think like one of the newest iPhones is like $1,000, and if they do it like that way, then it would be pretty good to like do it
Yeah.
for pricing purposes. Yeah, they can't just sell it for like 600 because then that ruins its value. I guess maybe I'm not really sure.
Okay, Bill, what you think about it?
About what?
About the cards, like overall, what's your whole thought process on it?
I mean, they're good additions, but I mean, the games we have now with 2080 could just do fine. So, unless you want future proof. So,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
you want to move on to the next topic now? Because
Well, I mean, I'm gonna say what I I like the cards. It's like as Sniper said, it's very like it's astounding. It shows how far technology has come, both in gaming and outside of gaming, right? And and how how much far can we go with enhancing games, right? How much more realistic can we get our games, right? You know, and like this is something that's always, been on
a game
everyone's
to look
mind.
like real life.
Yes, and like it's very it's a very delicate and loving thing to our hearts, as gamers, and we just want better, we want bigger, we want best, that's what she said, but like
That was what she said.
it's awesome. I love it, and I wanted to get better, and it seems like these cards right here shows us that we are on the road to getting better, with gaming as a whole. So yeah. So the next thing we're gonna look at the multiplayer reveal trailer. So I'm gonna press.
Oh, I have a lot to say.
I'm gonna press play in a second. Let me bring it up.
I have a lot of that one after.
All right, I got it paused. I'm gonna press play in 3, 2. Wait, hold on. Let me lower it. I don't want it too loud. All right, play. Okay, so the audio is actually copyrighted. I can't play it.
And don't play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just mute and I'm gonna just have it play while we talk about it. There you go. So it's what were your guys' like thought on the whole
I mean, it's not really that much.
You don't think it's that much?
Not much improvements, but
It feels like, let's see, when I saw the multiplayer, it looks the exact same as MW, like almost the
what is the
exact same.
difference between this and Modern Warfare?
Okay. And now my neighbors, they're playing like Mexican music now. What's going on?
But
Oh,
yeah,
come on.
when it came to the multiplayer trailer, mostly they have some minor changes, but mostly it just looks like MW, but just modified a little bit.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
that's
it does look like a reskin, but like from what I've heard about like other like YouTubers playing it, like apparently it's very it feels different in a way from what I heard. It looks like a reskin, but I mean like then again we haven't played it, so we don't necessarily know how it's gonna play to Modern Warfare.
like,
Right.
see, the only things that are gonna be different are mostly the game modes and probably like the minor changes that they added in, right? Like because they discussed it when they released the multiplayer trailer or
Uh-huh.
during that live stream, I believe. And it's like because they have some game modes that Modern Warfare doesn't have, and then they have like some minor improvements too, like how there's, I believe, you can have 10 attachments, like all you could add like all 10 attachments to a weapon, like a lot of attachments more
Yeah.
than a MW. I think it's 10 attachments actually you can add to the weapons
No,
you
8.
want. 8? Oh,
I
it was
think
10.
I think it's 8.
Oh no, I thought it was 8 or 10. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I think it is 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're because I think in Modern Warfare you can only add 5, and this time you can add 8, which is crazy. And it's like it's a good improvement on the weaponry, but then again, it's like then people are gonna try hard a lot more with like 8 attachments on their damn weapons like all the time, and it'll get.
You see, people with like Fallout kits,
Access to the woods operator
have,
pack in
like,
Modern Warfare and Warzone.
one gun that is be super overpowered. To the M4 and AK, overpowered this time. Except the M.
So I just had to show that little teaser of zombies.
Oh yeah, I know zombies is confirmed.
Yeah.
I think zombies is gonna be a little different from how it was because in Modern Warfare obviously there was no zombies at all because they never had zombies in Modern Warfare series.
Yeah.
So for a Black Ops game, I think it might be a little different. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I feel like it's gonna look a lot like, because again, like that's what Call of Duty does, right? Like it borrows from the past Call of Duty, so like Modern Warfare is gonna somewhat transverse over to Cold War. Especially they're using the same exact engine as well. It's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be like a reskin of Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that, but
like
how it feels, I think it's gonna be different.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because because the model for it is going to be a Modern Warfare model, obviously, but like how the gameplay will be a lot more different. I can tell that because of how they introduced the new minor changes to it, or changes there with the stuff. They even announced that score streaks. They announced something with score streaks. I'm pretty sure about how.
Yeah, and if you die, you're still going to keep your score streak.
Yeah, which is like, wow, okay, that's interesting.
And the new domination is like a worse version of Ground Wars from Modern Warfare.
I mean, I still kind of feel like with the score streaks one, I don't feel like that should. I don't
think that gonna make much of a difference.
No, because if you die, you keep them, and that way you could just use them right after you dead or you spawn.
They said their goal was to make it more fun for each player.
It doesn't sound fun when you just get to keep your score streaks after you die, because damn. Because then people are not gonna have fun with people
I think it's
tryharding.
gonna be more chaotic.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like they should like
Look
just
at
have it the same
remember
way.
Nuketown, right?
They did.
Remember
They probably
Nuketown where everyone was just spamming their score streaks.
yeah.
Like it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be chaotic, I think. Again, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is my most favorite Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Especially the campaign. Like I've said this before, I love to play Call of Duty for the campaign. It's campaign, then it's multiplayer, then zombies last.
Yeah, that is me.
And
it's like without
it's just like the order of it, right? And like I don't know, it's just what I like about Call of Duty. I love the campaign.
Same. But let's see. The zombies, I feel like it's gonna be like a Modern Warfare engined with the graphics, but like how, let's see, how it will be played probably will be almost the same as how it was in the Black Ops series.
Yeah.
Except they'll probably have new perks, of course, new powers, probably like a storyline with zombies, just like they did with the other previous Black Ops. So like
yeah, I think it looks a lot like Modern Warfare, but it's gonna play different. That's just how I think of it. Well, it's gonna feel different.
I remember seeing a leaked cutscene of Cold War, but I'm not gonna say what it is because it's like, no, I can't say it because it looks pretty interesting when I saw it, but I'm not gonna say what it is.
All right. And like the graphics are gonna look very, very good, you know.
The graphics are gonna be good, at least that's good enough.
Yeah.
And the ray tracing that they're introducing to it is very, it's gonna spice it up, if that makes sense. Well, I mean, in Modern Warfare they had it, right? So I mean, we know how good Modern Warfare looks.
Yeah.
So then again, we haven't seen this before. And you know what sucks is that they're not gonna have the original voice actors come back for this. For the Frank Woods and Mason. Frank Woods was played by I don't want to get his name wrong.
Frank Woods, Mason.
Bill, search up who I know. Mason was played by the guy who played on Avatar.
Hey, who is? Wait, damn it! Who is the voice actor of Mason from Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Woods, James C. Burns for James.
Yeah, Burns and.
I think Rich McDonald is the new voice for Black. Wait, hold on. Wait, Black.
Rich McDonald.
It says Rich Mc.
Yeah.
But who plays Mason in the old
Sam Worthington?
Sam Worthington, that's his name. And they're not going to be as the new voice actors. I mean, yeah, they're not coming back to reprise their role, which because again I love voice acting. I want to be a voice actor, but like then again like I like their voice. Like they did such a perfect job in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I love their performances.
And James C. Burns is the one who plays as Frank Woods for the new one, Cold War.
He's not in Cold War.
No, he's supposed to be the voice actor, James C. Burns of Woods.
Oh, there's Eddie. Wow, he joined right at the end. Well, we're not ending it now, but we're close.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was busy.
Halfway through.
We're halfway through, yeah.
So what are you guys talking about right now?
We're talking about the voice actors for Cold War.
Oh, okay.
Mainly the new Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
And like so, like what Eddie? What do you think about like the multiplayer trailer or
I
like
don't
the
think he
one?
watched it yet.
No, I didn't watch it yet. To
Oh
be honest.
really? Oh, you can watch it right now. I have it up in the timeline, but
Yeah, I'll watch it right now.
yeah. But it was again like it sucks that Burns and Worthington aren't coming back. It really, in my opinion, it sucks. And Burns wanted to play Woods so bad again. Like Woods is his, in my opinion. Like no one else could do Burns' job. I mean, you might be able to copy his voice, but you can't copy his performance. You know?
Yeah.
And that's why I respect Woods and Burns and Woods. You know, like it. I would really love to see Worthington and Burns come back, but again, it sucks. You know, it was rumors out there saying that this was actually supposed to be a reboot, so that's why they didn't bring back the original actors.
Yeah. Because
Like, what are the numbers? I don't know the fucking number. Yeah, like it's so awesome. Like I just watched Worthington. Like I listened to Worthington's like performance of Mason, and I just get nostalgia. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Or like I listen to Woods. You can't fucking kill me. Like I love that.
My son.
And yeah, I really wish they would come back.
I missed Woods and Mason, dude. Mason
Yeah, but I
was
mean,
such
you
a
know,
good-
if you're listening, we would love a free copy of Cold War.
Even
I'm playing.
pre-order it. Hell yeah. I'm gonna pre-order it and start recording right away once it gets there. All right.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm waiting for Eddie to say his opinion on the Cold War trailer.
I keep talking about it then.
But yeah, I mean, no matter what,
The new Armada map, I think is what it's gonna be called. The new boat map. I think that looks really cool.
yeah, like the Miami,
I don't think the Miami one's good.
I like it. It's like bright colors and the neon. It looks dope.
But I think the Armada map or whatever it's gonna be called is like gonna be the best map in the whole Cold War.
Yeah.
In the whole game.
So they are gonna do cross-platform, but I mean it's gonna cost $90 to buy a cross-gen.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, on PC, I think it's on both PC and console, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be $90 for bringing it cross-gen.
Yeah, that's
no, just console. What am I saying?
The craziest thing, I seen this on like some video, but the craziest thing is like how much the download is like 1,000 gigabytes, bro. And it's like what the hell? Yeah, like like how much it is to download it is like 1,000 gigabytes. Like for the Ultimate Edition, but I'm not sure about the regular or like the other ones yet.
That was cool.
You liked it?
Yeah. They're adding zombies.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, I wonder what they're gonna do about the zombies franchise. Like, they can't go back to like Richtofen and
no, they really can't.
They can't go back. Yeah, that story's
they'll
over.
probably make a remake, bruh. They're probably gonna make a remake of Black Ops, like 1 or 2 at least.
Maybe.
Probably will.
I heard they're bringing back Transit. It's gonna be Transit 2.0.
Oh no, I know that. Yeah, they're having them as like zombie maps now. Transit and another map.
Yeah. So like I really hope they do a good job with on. Didn't Jason Blundell leave?
Jason Blundell?
Yeah, he's the writer for the zombies.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he left.
Oh.
Yeah. I heard Vonderhaar was gonna leave too, but no, he came back for this. almighty Vonderhaar.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, so let's go ahead and start on our new. Oh, and what do you think about Warzone? Like, what's your whole opinion on Warzone coming back?
the Warzone.
I had play of how Warzone looked from like something or from a source, and it's like it looks almost the exact same to be a little bit.
Yeah, I
Is
like.
it gonna be like the same game or just like different?
Yeah, it actually just looks the exact same when it comes to.
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the event in Modern Warfare about Warzone, or are you talking about Cold War having Warzone?
Or if it was gonna be, they're gonna add Black Ops stuff to it.
But yeah, it's gonna. I like it. I like Warzone, so I'm happy they're bringing it back. So let's go ahead and look at this here. All right.
What you?
So apparently, so to Extreme Tech, right? That's the article we're reading from. So the Xbox Series X will crush an equivalent priced gaming PC by Joel Haruska. So Microsoft announced the price of the Xbox Series X yesterday, one day after the Xbox Series S price and positioning leaked. Finally, now that we know the bigger, more powerful platform will be $499. That's an amazing price, given the quality of the hardware under the hood. The Xbox Series X features an 8-core Ryzen CPU based on the Zen 3 architecture, clocked at either 3.8 GHz or 3.6 GHz, with SMT enabled. It has a 52CU version of RDNA 2 when the RDNA architecture AMD launched last year with the 40 CUs is more than a match for the RTX 70. That's my card. Like it's equivalent to my graphics card. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It uses and like that is a it's a pretty so like that was when I got it was like $1,000 to $2,000, but it uses my whole setup, but it uses a SSD storage solution that's reportedly a match for high-end PC SSDs already on the market. And while reports of 8K gaming are greatly exaggerated, this console is absolutely designed to push 4K. So this here is just this is a photo of so the CPU cores, the feedback streaming, DirectX ray tracing. So it has DirectX. Ed, your background, the machine learning acceleration, the D3D meshing shading, the GDDR6. Yeah, so it's 8K capable, of course. 120 Hz support. Oh, linear light display processing. That's interesting. To show how dramatic a difference this is, considering the specs of the Xbox One compared with what was considered top-end hardware at the time, it well regarded but low power CPU, not a high-end desktop chip. It used a GPU whose closest comparison was the AMD Radeon HD 7790. When AMD launched the RX 2080 in the fall of 2013, it featured 2,048 cores. The 768 cores inside the Xbox One represented about 1/3 of the horsepower AMD was shipping on the PC. They also ran at much lower clock targets than their PC counterparts, with the Jaguar CPU core clocked at 1.75 GHz at a time when PCs were well above 36 GHz, and the GPU was clocked at 853 MHz, when chips like the R9 2080X were hitting 1 GHz. The CPU, GPU, and SSD inside the Xbox Series X are all much closer to what we considered high-end equipment in the PC space than what Microsoft shipped for $500 in 2013, and the difference isn't solely in the $100 allocated for Kinect. Microsoft could have played it safe with lower clock Ryzen and a smaller GPU core. Instead, it went all out on hardware relative to the console's price point. Rather than sticking to lower clocks, Microsoft has emphasized that the platform runs at clock speeds only modestly lower than AMD's top and 8-core desktop CPUs. Last time, Microsoft and Sony launched new consoles, that were a lot of back and forth about whether you build a computer for the same price that would outperform a console. The answer for the Xbox Series is going to be absolutely not. There's no chance. The RTX 3080 looks like a good deal, but it's not good enough to shove a GPU like the 5700 XT from the current low price of $379 down to the $200 maximum price point it would have to hit to make the build feasible. Similarly, the Ryzen 7 3700X is still a $300 CPU. There are, of course, plenty of reasons why someone might prefer to game on PC instead of Xbox, starting with PCs have more games I like. Some people like controllers, some people hate them, some people want to game on their living room TVs, some prefer a monitor. I don't expect to see a ton of people switching from one platform just because the Xbox Series X is a good deal on launch day. I kind of agree with that, yes. But as far as technical capabilities are concerned, unless Microsoft has seriously screwed something up, the Xbox Series X is going to deliver performance that would cost you much more than $500 to build in a brand new PC. I don't even need to argue over questions like whether the cost of the OS and the peripherals should count. It'll probably be possible to upgrade a PC to match or beat the Xbox Series X for under $500 if you've got most of what you already need. But there's no way to build a brand new machine of equal or better performance for the same amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! So what you think about that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I get it. It could be. It's going to be. All right. So of course these are new gen, right? This is the next gen of consoles, and of course, RTX busted out a freaking monster and was like, this isn't going to cost you much, but still like the 3070. So this right here is compared to a 2070 RTX. That is what's in my system, right? That's what's in my PC.
Yeah, I still feel like PC can beat that.
Why would I buy a Series X if I could get a 3070, right? For almost that same amount of price.
Yeah.
Give me reasons why I would do that.
Don't know, unless like it depends on personal preference for this one. So it all depends on personal preference.
I see it as if I buy the Series X, right, there's a chance that I might not be paying as much as buying a whole new graphics card. Because if you buy a whole new graphics card, that means you got to upgrade everything else in your computer, right? Which may be equivalent to a lot more money than expected. So, it's like you gotta pick out like the certain. Again, that's to the what we said about the reveal of the cards. Like, is it really worth it? Again, as said here, as Joel said in the in the article, was greatly written. It's some people would rather play. Again, he said controller, rather play on a controller when you could play on a controller or on a PC. But he also said some people might want to play in the living rooms. I mean, you could do that if you have a PC, right?
You could, yeah, but not as much as a console.
Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to, you could set up your PC in your living room, connect that, because a TV can be used as a monitor.
Yeah.
And you could connect that to your computer and just play in your living room if you wanted to. It'll be a bit more of a setup, but You know, so like some of the things he said here can be watered down, but like if you think of it, right, like again, you got to buy bigger card. If you're going to buy a whole new card, you got to be prepared to spend more money on upgrading your PC. You know, you got to upgrade the CPU, you got to upgrade the RAM. You got to get a better power supply. You know, you gotta take all of that stuff into account before you really decide if you're going to get these new cards, or if you're going to rather spend less money on a console, but you could get something more on your PC, right? Because again, like we can all agree, PCs are going to just have better graphics than consoles will. You know, I think I've said this before on the podcast, but if you release a new generation, Nvidia is going to release a new card. It's just going to be a back and forth thing, you know, and the same thing could apply to AMD, you know, with Radeon. Like it's going to be one after another. When you put one foot down, another foot's going to be put in front of that. You know, it's just how it works. What do you think PCs will? Do you think consoles will ever be built better than a PC would?
No.
No, because a PC can always get like something stronger or even a new part compared to a console.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Sniper?
I just don't think that Xbox Series X is gonna be a PC. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, yeah, the graphics card or whatever graphics it has on there, PC still has better like graphics cards they come up with every now and then than Xbox or possibly.
So, do you think PCs are for more advanced gamers?
Yeah.
Yes. Also, a PC does a lot more than a console would.
Yeah, I agree totally on that, but yeah, like, so consoles are for more or less the casual gamer.
Yeah, because for example, me, I used to always play console, and switching to PC, if it was kind of difficult, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And like so what do you say about the people? Why? All right, I'll tell you the reasons why I would buy a PS5 for the exclusives.
Yeah.
Exclusivity, right?
Oh.
See, me personally, I believe, and then see, like that's the issue because now PlayStation are releasing their exclusives on PC, right?
Yes.
Look at Horizon Zero Dawn.
Xbox also have some exclusives on PC as well, like Halo and Gears of War.
Did Death Stranding release on PC?
Yeah.
See, like, and that's another thing. Like, should I really get a PS5? Or are you going to release it on PC or not? And again, that's a whole marketing thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is the point of me getting a PS5 when I have here a 2070 Super? Well, again, they said it's comparable to the 2070. I have a 2070 Super, so my card's gonna be a bit better. But, you know, it's the thing of yeah, I mean, like, I don't really know what else to say about it. I don't know,
Yeah.
like, so we all have a PC here, right? I know Sniper has a laptop.
Yes, we all have a PC.
What would make you go back to console?
Wait, what was it?
What would make you go to console? What would make you
Come back
stay
to
on
console. I guess for me it would be the game.
The game.
Yeah.
Sniper.
Okay, but yeah, what's up?
What would make you stay on console? What would make you go back and stay?
What would make me stay on console? Probably the variety of games they're gonna come up with, maybe.
The variety
But-
of games. All right,
I
and
mean,
Probably if they could succeed graphics better than a PC.
all right, Bill.
Like that.
pretty much the people I play with in real life also have consoles, so
Oh no, I know what it would.
I mean, like, think about it. 90% of our friends have consoles.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
most people
Oh.
cannot afford a PC, and that's the thing.
So I mean, like, you would probably go back to console just to play with your friends, and that's it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm a single player gamer. Like, I love to play single player games. So
If you
like
that, then why play a console?
exactly. So
well-
like why not play on console? Why not stay on PC? Well, no, why buy a whole new PC? Why have a PS4 Pro? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
See, my goal for console isn't about really. I guess it's more or less about the story for me. Eddie, mute. It's mostly about the story with me when it comes to when it comes down to consoles, like God of War. If then again, it'll be a marketing type of shit, like, oh, God of War only for PS5, right? Like, I'd be like, shit, I love God of War, but I spent a shitload of money on my PC. I love God of War though.
The only reason why you play console is just the exclusives, and that's it.
Right?
Until they get released on.
Unless they get released on
PC.
PC, but like that's the thing. Like, will Last of Us 2 get released on PC?
Probably.
We
But
know
I
we
don't
know
know why we get
we
Last
know-
of Us 2 by the.
we know Horizon Zero Dawn it got released on PC, right? But that's years after. Well, not years, but you know, it was a while after it got released until it was put on PC. But then again, it looks just like a random port. Like, not random, but it looks like a port. Like a weird port. To me, it doesn't look better than it did. I mean, it looks a little bit better than it did on PS4, but still, you get what I'm saying? Like, is it really worth it?
I would say yes.
Because
Well, the only
Xbox
thing that
isn't
would be
getting these
worth
games.
it-
See,
Here's
Xbox
the
still
thing.
Game Pass,
Oh.
so like you can play your games on PC through
Just get the Ultimate Game Pass on PC, and there's no reason why to get Xbox anymore.
Yeah, that's true, because I have that.
I know it's an
There's a
incredible
big
marketing
Why you
strategy.
play Xbox is just the Game Pass, and that's it.
Ultimate Game Pass Ultimate is an incredibly smart marketing, decision. Hey, buy this for $1, a fucking $1, and you'll get the games on PC. Like,
And
what?
300 games.
I know, it's incredible.
Your 100 games.
After a while.
Because I have Game Pass Ultimate. I got
So do I.
And like, so like PS4 is now porting over. They're porting over their games. PlayStation, Sony, they're doing that now.
Yeah.
So do you think that's a smarter route to take than the Game Pass?
Okay, wait, for PlayStation
Yeah.
specifically?
Do you think it's smart
I
to
feel
just
like-
port over your game instead of doing what Xbox is doing and have it for $1 to have 300 games on PC?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: if the Ultimate Game Pass wasn't available on PC, then I would say go with Xbox, because most games are like is like exclusives are really good. Some games like AAA games like Cyberpunk. Imagine if Cyberpunk on Game Pass and only available on Xbox Game Pass. I mean, you would probably get the Game Pass over some PS4
Because
exclusives.
I have a PC, I have a PS4 Pro, and I have an Xbox Xbox One S, right?
Yes.
So I own all, but
I have PS4 and an Xbox One S, and that's like, yeah.
Yeah, so like most of us own all, right? Except for
Yeah.
Eddie. Eddie just has an Xbox and a PC.
Yeah, I just have an Xbox One and a PC. That's it.
Who do you which console has the better exclusives? Be honest. Xbox or PlayStation has a better? Which one has better exclusives?
PC, because they have all exclusives.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, that is.
I'm just.
Okay. that is
Our
true.
console, I would say Nintendo. Just kidding.
What fucking
Come on,
world
now.
are you living in?
Nintendo. Most of the games are exclusives.
I think PlayStation
It's
has.
only for Nintendo. If we started to see a Mario game on Xbox, I would be surprised. Or
With the DS.
What the fuck?
No, it's just thing is exclusive. I'm just kidding.
I think
Yeah.
PlayStation has the better exclusives.
Yeah, well, PS4 does.
they did have good ones, like Spider-Man.
PS4 overall has good exclusives, but I'm just saying, if the Game Pass wasn't on PC, more people would probably get Xbox for the Game Pass. Because those are 200 games.
I don't think so, cause look at the games that they do have on Game Pass. Look at the games,
Yeah.
right?
Wolfenstein 2 is on Game Pass.
But then again, like how much money are you gonna rack up for Game Pass, right? It's $1 once. I
It's
think
like,
it's $1, and then you have to pay more money, right?
Yeah,
That money racks up.
Yeah, it would.
So would you spend a lot of money? See, like what I do is I buy $1 for a month, right? And I wait. Because if you look at the certain games that they're releasing, they're games that have already been around for a while, right? Or they might release a one like as soon as the game releases, they might put it on Game Pass, right?
Yeah, like some of them are in there.
But then again, if you buy, you could buy Game Pass Ultimate for a whole year, right? And then you gotta put into account how much money would that rack up, right? And you gotta look at, all right, I played that game, that new game that they just released. I played it. It's done. It's over with. All right, what other game they got? Oh, they got probably a few games from Xbox 360. Let's see. They probably got. I don't know what. They had the Plague Tale, right? Or I'm done that game. Right.
That's on PC.
Now, are the other games boring? Right? Like, am I going to get bored continually playing these games?
but here's the thing.
Probably not.
I don't think someone would get bored because you have variety of games.
Yeah, but are those games
200
boring? Are they
Like,
old? Are they old games?
No, because
No.
not all of them. Because you got Wastelands 3, Crusaders Knights 3, World War Z, Resident Evil, Biohazard. You got like other games in here. That some of
Yeah,
them
you got like tons and
that
tons of
old.
games.
Like some of them may be old, but some of them aren't that old. Like Wasteland 3 literally came out like what, a week ago?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
here.
but alright, say if you're continually
Wasteland
playing
3.
World War Z, right?
Yeah.
Aren't you going to get bored of that?
Well, duh, you're gonna
Oh,
keep
duh.
playing the same game, yeah.
Yeah, right? You're going to get bored
For
of it.
example, Call of Duty. If you play Black Ops for say 3 years, aren't you gonna get bored of it?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly, yeah. So that applies to this too. Of course, you're gonna get bored of it. It's a game.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, then yeah.
Oh shit.
But
You're
I thought you were
going-
talking about Game Pass in general.
No, you're going. Listen, you're
Because
going
if
to
you're
get.
talking about that,
No,
then
listen,
no,
listen,
but if
listen,
you're talking about
listen,
certain
listen,
games,
listen,
then
listen. You're going to get bored of a game. Okay. So like, if you so like, there's 300 games on Xbox Game Pass, right?
I
What?
think, yeah.
So would I rather play that on PC? Like if they also have it on PC? Wolfenstein 2, they had it on PC. I bought it on PC when I could have bought it on Xbox Game Pass, right? But I'm looking for a better port of the game, so I got it on PC.
Here's the thing though, if the Game Pass was only exclusive to Xbox, I would say Xbox would have a lot more to do, a lot more. Because like, think about it, $25 per month for 300 games. That's a steal.
Yeah, that is.
But then again, if you're paying $25 a month, right? Add that up. What's the total of that?
Oh yeah.
And then you gotta add taxes to it too. But like, it's like it's a great marketing deal. That's what it's a good marketing deal. You're getting a lot of money out of this. But then again, there's some faulties in that in Xbox Game Pass. I believe there's some faulties in Xbox Game Pass.
Man, $25 per month for 300 games. That's a deal. That's a deal right there.
Yeah, but Bill, you gotta add that up though. Add that up, and then look at the games you're playing on Game Pass. I could get those games on PC. Why? And some of those games I find boring.
300 games.
But some of those games I find boring.
No, is that the Game Pass is? Well, I guess. I guess it would.
300 games.
It's 300.
Is on the Game
It's 300 games, but what are those games?
A variety of them.
It's a variety. Okay.
Third-party games.
Okay.
Alright. You got action, adventure, strategy, roleplay, simulation, platform shooter, other puzzle, family, fighting, card, sports, racing, classics.
Yeah, but when they release different games per month, right?
Yes, they release different games per group.
So they take out the game, right? And then they replace it with a different game.
They don't rotate out games.
They don't. Yeah, they really. Not all the time. Actually, they haven't. In a while.
We remove some games because they're getting a bit older, but other than that, no.
Alright, well, yeah, that's your opinion.
For example, the one game that's leaving soon is called Goner When.
Because in my opinion, they got a lot of indies.
Yeah,
they got a lot of indies, but those indie games to me are boring. They got a lot of indie games. That's what I'm saying. What if you get bored of the AAA game that they put out there, and there's only indie games that they got under there?
I was saying there's nothing wrong with playing indie games.
There's nothing wrong with it, but I find it boring.
Well, that's why they.
When this conversation. Oh. So this conversation goes to more personal than actually.
That's what I'm saying. What if there was someone like me that got bored of the AAA game that they got out there, and they got all those indie games out there?
Okay, we'll do what?
Is there a higher percentage of indie games to actual AAA games in the Xbox Game Pass?
I don't have the thing on me right now, so I don't know.
Oh, we're actually over time. We're an hour and like 8 minutes over. So that's been the fourth episode of GWP. I have Iron Warrior here. Signing out. Iron Warrior signing out.
Okay.
And I got the homie Rip Combat signing out. And I got Sniper Race signing out. Alright guys, if you like this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you thought about this episode. And see you guys around. Any new articles? And any new articles, please put it down there. We would love to see your opinions on the topics as well, and what we said, and probably inform us on some things we probably didn't touch on, or like if we got misinformed about something we said. But alright then. Alright.